Custom tactics and instructions for the 4-4-2 formation in FIFA 22. This formation is fantastic for those of you that like to stretch your opponents and get plenty of those attacking one-on-one situations. If you've got any questions after this video, just hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below. You'll notice I respond to all of my subscribers. Alternatively, you're welcome to post in the free Discord or hop into any of the live streams over on Twitch. Let's get you set up then, team, and this formation is super meta after the patches. So as always, if we're doing it in Ultimate Team, just hit the L2 button, go to Custom Tactics and hit L2 again so we can put it in one of these slots and quickly change to it in the game. We've got a super fun 3 at the back formation coming up, so stay tuned for that. But today is all about the meta. It's all about that tried and tested formation, the 4-4-2. We've just tweaked it to get the best out of the game after these recent patches. So then the tactics, ladies and gentlemen, and I will show you the tactics for both the new gen and the old gen because they are slightly different games and do play a little differently. So defensive style for both versions, we want on press, on heavy touch. This just makes our players a little more aggressive, get stuck into our opponents if they take a bit of an iffy touch, which can help us win the ball back really quickly. Width of 45 for both versions, pretty universal width, just tucks those fullbacks in a little bit and keeps it nice and compact across that back four. On the new gen, you want your depth to be around 65. We can be quite aggressive with this formation because your team automatically drops back in the defensive phase. If you play on the old gen, I would recommend dropping the depth back just a little bit because after the patches, your midfield doesn't track back as quickly, meaning you'll need to manually track back with your midfielders. Now, I personally still play quite high up on 65, but if you're not comfortable defending, you might want to drop it to around 55 or 50, depending what you're normally comfortable with. I'll be leaving mine on 65 because I like my players to be aggressive regardless of which version I'm playing on. Build-up play, we're going to leave on balanced, which means your players will rely on the instructions that you put on them to build up, which is what we want to get the most out of this formation. Chance creation, we're going to change to direct passing, which means our players will run into space and try and look to run in behind. Attacking width of 60 for both versions, which means that your wingers are going to be a little bit wider, and we're actually going to isolate our opponent's fullbacks, meaning you're going to have more space to play your strikers in behind. Alternatively, if you prefer to use the wings and put some crosses in, you're going to have loads of crossing opportunities by using this formation. Players in the box, we actually want to be really aggressive on this formation on the new gen because crossing is huge on the new gen in this formation. I don't cross much myself, but in this formation, it'd be rude not to because you're going to find yourself having the ball free on the wing a lot of times. So having this on 8 just means that both your strikers, your wingers, and one of the CMs are going to try and get in the box and be aggressive. If you're on the old gen, you might want to drop this back to around 6, but either way, keep this on quite an aggressive number regardless of which version you play. Corners and free kicks, entirely up to you peeps. I prefer to have mine on 1 and 2, but the choice is yours. So those are the tactics. The real magic is when the player instructions come in, so let's go and get those set up. Before we do, I wanted to say if you've managed to get this far without subscribing yet, then welcome to the community. There's free FIFA tips and tactics on this channel, so it doesn't hurt to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to get all the latest material to take your game to the next level. Assuming you've now become a member of the sub squad, let's get these player instructions sorted. I'm going to start with the strikers. Both strikers want to be on stay central, get in behind, normal interceptions, and stay forward. We're going to be isolating our opponent's fullbacks, meaning your strikers will get one-on-one opportunities to have a foot race with your opponent's centre backs. So that stay central instruction is really important. So the wide players are going to be on basic defense support, stay wide, get in behind, get in the box for cross, and normal interceptions. So these players will stick to the wings and force the fullbacks to go out and mark them, meaning the centre backs are going to be isolated. However, if the fullbacks don't go and mark them, it means that one of the 2 wing players will be free. So you're either going to have a free player running on the wing to cross the ball in, or you're going to have a free player in the centre to run in behind. Added to that, the get in the box instruction means that although they are staying wide, when they get to the penalty area, they curve in and towards the back post. So if you're going to cross the ball in or have a shot and it rebounds, that wide player will be going into the box to try and score on that cross or rebound. So your central midfield players, one of them wants to be on completely balanced instructions. This is going to be your box to box player. So that will be balanced attack, get into the box for cross, normal interception, stick to position, and cover centre. So get into the box for cross, quite like the wide players, means that when you've got the ball in a crossing situation out wide, that central player will also be running on along with the two strikers, meaning you will usually always have a free man in the penalty area, meaning you'll outnumber your opponents in the box, which can be really useful if you like to play down the wings a lot. Your other central midfielder are going to be the more CDM of the two, the defensive players. They want to be on stay back while attacking, balanced crossing runs, normal interceptions, stick to position, and cover centre. Finally, your fullbacks. We're not really going to be attacking much with the fullbacks because we've already got enough attacking power, so they're going to be on stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, mixed attack, and stick to position. You can always manually trigger your fullbacks with the L1 or LB button. Centre backs completely default, stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. Goalkeeper, entirely up to you, my good friends. I like to have mine quite aggressive, so come for cross, sweeper, keeper, but the choice is yours. So that's how it's set up, but you need to know how this looks and plays in the game, so let's run through a few demonstrations. So this formation is the perfect plan B if you want to go more attacking. In this situation, you can see the wide player draws in the fullback, meaning the two centre forwards have one-on-one opportunities with the centre backs. This gives them a lot more frequent runs in behind to score goals. This formation optimizes player behavior and runs, meaning you can focus on your build-up play. Notice how the left winger starts out wide and then cuts into the box, often leaving them unmarked for the cross. Switching to this formation quickly changes the game on its head. This formation really simplifies attacking build-up play. Similar situation here again. As soon as you get into a crossing position, your players swarm the box and outnumber your opponents to put the game beyond reach. Of course, this formation isn't just limited to crossing. Having those wingers stretching the defence creates loads of brilliant interlinking opportunities between the wingers and strikers. Whatever your style of play, enjoy using this formation to create plenty of goal-scoring opportunities. Thanks for watching, peeps. Do me a favour, give it a quick thumbs up and leave a comment down below. It really helps the video out. And wherever you are in the world, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.